Hey, I know how frustrating it can be when you're trying to decide on a whole house dehumidifier. You don't want to spend hundreds of dollars only to realize it's too loud, too big, or doesn't actually pull enough moisture from the air in your home. I've looked into the ALORAIR 104 Pints whole house dehumidifier, and I want to help you figure out if it's the right fit before you hit buy. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. This isn't one of those tiny plug-in units you stick in a basement corner. It's designed to handle larger spaces, and that's where it starts to shine. If you've got a basement, crawl space, or even a large open floor plan that always feels damp, this unit is built to pull serious moisture out of the air. The 104-pint capacity means it can keep up with high humidity levels without constantly running, which is a big deal if you live in a humid climate. But here's the thing: whole house dehumidifiers like this one aren't just about capacity. They're about how well they integrate into your home's airflow and whether they can actually make a noticeable difference in comfort. One of the standout features here is the upgraded fresh air function. If your home feels stuffy or you're dealing with musty odors, this feature can help bring in drier air from outside while still keeping the humidity in check. It's not something you'll use every day, but when you need it, it's a nice bonus. The DIY multiple inlet and outlet setup is also a practical touch. You're not locked into one way of installing it, which is great if your home's layout isn't straightforward. You can route the ducts where they make the most sense for your space, whether that's through the basement, attic, or even a closet. That flexibility can save you a ton of hassle during setup. Now, let's talk about the automatic defrost feature. If you've ever dealt with a dehumidifier that ices over in cold weather, you know how annoying it can be. This one is designed to handle that automatically, so you don't have to babysit it when the temperature drops. That's a real-world convenience that matters if you're using it year-round or in a space that isn't climate-controlled. And this is important: whole house dehumidifiers like this one aren't silent. They're powerful because they're meant to move a lot of air, and that comes with some noise. If you're planning to install it near a bedroom or living area, you'll want to account for that. It's not a deal-breaker, but it's something to think about if you're sensitive to sound. Who should actually buy this? If you've got a larger home, a basement that always feels damp, or a space where humidity is causing issues like mold, mildew, or musty smells, this could be a solid investment. It's also a good pick if you want something that can integrate with your home's existing ductwork or ventilation system. The flexibility in installation is a big plus if you're not looking for a one-size-fits-all solution. On the flip side, if you only need to dehumidify a single room or a small apartment, this is overkill. You'd be better off with a smaller, portable unit that's easier to move around and quieter to run. One thing to keep in mind is the energy efficiency. Whole house dehumidifiers can run up your electric bill if they're not designed to be efficient. This one is marketed as energy efficient, which is a relief, but you'll still want to check your local electricity rates and how often it'll need to run in your specific climate. If you're in a place where humidity is consistently high, it'll be working harder, and that'll show up on your bill. It's not a hidden cost, but it's one you should plan for. Another practical consideration is maintenance. Like any dehumidifier, this one will need regular cleaning to keep it running smoothly. The tank or drain system will need attention, and if you're using it in a dusty environment, the filters might need more frequent changes. It's not a huge hassle, but it's something to factor in if you're not the type to stay on top of upkeep. So, is the ALORAIR 104 Pints whole house dehumidifier worth it? If you need a heavy-duty solution for a larger space and you're okay with the noise and installation complexity, it's a strong contender. The fresh air function and flexible setup are nice touches that make it more versatile than some of the competition. But if you're looking for something simple, quiet, or for a small space, you might want to keep looking. Before you decide, double-check the specs against your home's size and layout. Make sure the installation options work for your space, and think about whether the noise level will be an issue. If it checks all